Hey y'all, I'm tired. And I'm not tired because I need a good night's sleep or something's the matter. I'm just tired because you ever get that point where you should be doing all these things and you just don't want to do them. Like none of it. So there's a lot of stuff I should be doing. I should be canning, I should be watching sales, I should be meal prepping, I should be filling the holes in the food storage. I should be doing all kinds of stuff. And then lately I realized something. I'm a little burnt out on preparedness. So today, instead of showing you another big food prep project, I want to talk about what I'm changing. Because I'm definitely not quitting preparedness, but I don't think preparedness is supposed to wear us out either.
Really started putting food back, there was something exciting about it. You find a great deal on meat, you put it away. You find produce, you preserve it. You learn to can something new, you organize the pantry, you watch those shelves fill up, and there's a real feeling of accomplishment that comes with that. But eventually something can happen. You stop seeing what you've accomplished and you start seeing everything you haven't done. You walk into the pantry and instead of thinking, look at all this food we've put away, you think, I need more chicken. I'm getting low on tomatoes. I haven't canned enough potatoes. I need to reorganize this. I should probably inventory the freezer. And before you know it, something that was supposed to give you peace of mind starts giving you a to-do list. And that's where I think I've been lately. And I think social media can make this worse. You watch somebody put up 200 jars. Somebody else has a year's worth of food. Another person has a perfectly organized pantry with every container labeled. And you start to think, am I behind? But behind what? There isn't a finish line here. Nobody's going to show up at my house and grade my pantry. Preparedness isn't a competition. And I think sometimes we need to remind ourselves of that. Because if we're constantly comparing our pantry to somebody else's pantry, we're never going to feel prepared enough. There will always be somebody with more jars, more freezers, more buckets, more food, more equipment, and that's okay. I'm not preparing for their household. I'm preparing for mine.
So I went back to the question, what am I actually preparing for? I mean, you know, am I preparing because I'm convinced the world is going to end tomorrow? No. Am I preparing for things that can realistically disrupt our lives? Well, yeah, like a storm, power outage, job loss, illness, stuff like that. That makes sense. We're definitely preparing for higher grocery prices or simply a month when the budget just is tight. I don't necessarily need to have everything. What I need is margin, just some margin. I need enough food that if something happens, we immediately don't have a problem. That's a very different goal. And it's a goal that feels manageable again. Here's another thing I have to remind myself. We are not starting from zero. There's food here. There's in the freezer. We've canned. We've prepared. There are dry goods everywhere. Their ingredients can turn into meals. Sometimes I think we're so focused on the next thing we need to put away that we forget to look at what we've already accomplished. If something happened tomorrow, would our pantry be perfect? No, and that's okay. Would we have every single thing that we wanted? Probably not. But would we eat? Yeah. Hello. So maybe instead of asking, what am I missing? Every single time I walk into this pantry, I need to occasionally ask, what have we accomplished?
So here's what I'm changing. For a while, I'm getting out of the build mode and moving into maintenance mode. That means I'm not trying to make every grocery trip a preparedness haul. I'm not looking for another giant project. I'm not trying to fill every empty jar. Instead, we're going to eat what we have, rotate it, replace the things we actually use. And if I find a fantastic deal on something we normally eat, sure, I'll put some extra away. But I'm giving myself permission to stop constantly trying to make the pantry bigger. Because preparedness shouldn't require you to constantly consume more than in the name of being prepared. At some point, the food needs to do its job. We need to eat it. So here's what I'm going to try. Instead of looking at 20 things that need done, I'm going to do one preparedness thing at a time. Maybe this week that's rotating one shelf. That's it. Maybe next week I notice chicken is on sale and put some away. Maybe I can one batch of something. Maybe I organize one section of the freezer, not the whole thing, or not all three. One section. Small things still count because preparedness isn't built in one giant weekend. It's built from hundreds of little decisions we make over time. And if all I have the energy for this week is one of those little decisions, then that's enough. I think this is the biggest thing I've realized. The entire reason I put food away is to make difficult times less stressful. So if in the process of putting food away is making my normal life more stressful, something needs to change. Preparedness is supposed to give us options. It's supposed to give us breathing room. It's supposed to let us look at a snowstorm coming and think, we're okay. Or look at an expensive week and say, we don't have to go grocery shopping. That's the payoff. Not having the prettiest pantry, not having the most jars, not being able to say, we have 5 years of food. It's peace of mind. That's what I'm after. And maybe somebody watching this needs to hear this too. If you're tired, you don't have to quit, but you can slow down. Use some of that food you've worked so hard to put away. Make dinner from the pantry. Skip a canning project. Don't buy something just because somebody on YouTube said every preparer needs to have this specific thing. Take inventory of what you've already accomplished, because maybe you're more prepared than you think you are. And maybe the next step in preparedness isn't adding more. Maybe it's learning how to comfortably live from what you've already built. That's what I'm going to work on. So, I'm curious. Have you ever gotten burned out on food preparedness? Maybe it's canning, gardening, meal prepping, stocking the pantry, watching grocery prices, or just feeling like there's always something else you need to be doing. Tell me in the comments, because I don't think I'm the only one who's felt this way. And I think I know what I want to do next. Instead of buying more food, I'm going to start cooking from what we've already put away. We're going to see how many meals we can make, what we're using, what we're not using, and whether some of the things I thought we needed to stock, we actually don't need at all. Maybe that's the reset we need, because being prepared shouldn't mean spending your entire life preparing. Sometimes you need to actually live off of what you've built.
So comment below. Let me know if you're in burnout mode too, because I'm 100% there. And yeah, we're going to start slowing down. So probably going to come to you next with a bunch of recipes using what we've already built. Maybe we'll do a week or a couple days and pretend like we don't have any electricity and see how that works. So we'll see. Comment below. Let me see. Tell me what you think you'd like to see next. So I'm going to take a break, sit down, have a glass of sweet tea, and think about what's next. So hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you on the next video, bye, y'all.